the other night I mentioned to you guys that a couple of you guys or whatever. I was like, I noticed the older I get, the softer I become.
Oh yeah,
So
for sure.
So the question is,
sure.
is it that we're becoming softer, or is it that we're just shedding the toxic traits that we learned or gravitated to?
We've also had the opportunity to move into other environments where we don't need the stuff anymore. And if I was still in the hood, I wouldn't be becoming softer.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I was like, because Conjo teases me, he's like, Trey, you don't never cry. Like, it is rare. But if I put on a Disney movie, I be watching Rescue 911.
Coco, man.
Yo, I ain't even gonna lie, I be in the house.
Coco did me dirty.
I ain't seen The Lion King 1,000 times, and every time, like, I know Mufasa's about to get me.
You know it.
I was like, no!
You know.
All when Mister's beating Celia, and I'm like,
yes.
oh man, Mister, man.
But it's also part of the shedding of that masculinity as we get older due to societal pressures when it comes down to dealing with women. Because I notice that girls, when they're younger, they like the bad boy. And most of what we do in life is geared towards, trying to find love and trying to find acceptance from the opposite sex. So, and so I noticed that when I was younger, I've always had a big heart, but I pretended to be the bad boy so I could get the girls.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think that feeds into your toxic masculinity,
right?
Because that you were attracted to toxic women.
I don't think it's just toxic women. When I was a kid, I was literally I started writing when I was like 5, writing poetry. And so I was like the poetry guy. Like literally would go to school and whenever they had an assembly or whatever, they would have me come up and read a poem, right? So people thought that was cool, but that wasn't like attractive. As like being a poetry kid. Right. So like I literally the turning point for me was I was dating a girl and I was being super sweet, my normal poetry writing guy or whatever, and she dumped me and then she started dating an athlete. And me being an intelligent person, I looked at the traits, like the difference between me and the guy she was dating, and I'm like, oh, that's what society has taught women is attractive. Right. And so then I adapted. So then I started calling myself a player or whatever. Like I would literally get numbers, like to the point where I had like on my bedroom floor there's just numbers thrown about. And I would walk in. It sounds crazy. I would walk in with the lights off and throw the numbers in the air. And then turn the lights on. You know what I'm saying? And be like, oh, but I never called them. I never called any of the women. It was me just like trying to copy, learn what it was to be a man. And since my father really didn't have that conversation with me, I was learning by osmosis, like just being around. Like, okay, look at what this guy's doing. Let me see how people respond to how he's moving. Okay, I'm gonna start adopting these traits. Yeah. Even when it comes down to like the sex talk, I never really had a sex talk. My dad didn't say, respect your body, respect her body. Blah blah blah. I got wear a condom.
I get that one.
Wear a condom and don't tell them you love them. Like that was
don't look at them in the eye. If you look at them in the eyes, they gonna stay on you.
So now when I'm in the locker room with the dudes, I'm getting a sex education about how to interact with women from other young boys who have no idea. And they learned all that stuff from porn. You know what I'm saying?
Porn have you messed up.
They will.
The girl messed up too, because
you know what I'm saying?
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
She's like, whoa.
Yeah. So you're getting all this stuff. You're getting taught by society as opposed to a male figure who's giving you the game, who's already evolved themselves and being able to instill in you the proper things. And I really think that's like the root of toxic masculinity. It's popular.